Today I will start showing the two parts, and the first one is the how to make a connection between the two stream members, and the second one is I'm going to show the how to make a manual sketch plug between these two tracks. So firstly, I separate the two stream members and I choose the connection. All of the connection I already make it. That's why I readily choose the one, and then I make it a duplicate. So there's the drawing. I have to make it correct drawing machine in this here. And the black side will be the 165 width and the 350 high. You can see in this drawing. So let's make it correct. That's why we click the edit type and then give it a new name. That's not affect the other connection that is already used in this project. So in this connection, there will be include the duplex. So I will firstly correct the side black one. So I correct the black thickness, black width, and the black height. After finish the correct size of the blade, I will check it in my project. So and then I re-enter edit type mode. So in this preview, you can see the two member and the one connection. So let's go to the allocation of the boat group. In this drawing, I will measure all the distance from the top of the plane. That's why I don't want it the distance measure from the center. That's why I take it off group 1 center. And then I will make it 2 rows of boat in this plane. After finish the 2 row boat location, I will edit later other 2 rows. In this drawing, 50 from the top of the plate. That's why I will make a correct distance 50, and the intermediate distance means the distance between the 2 rows of the boat location. So in this drawing, we can see the 70 first row and the second row. That's why I add the value 70. So I finished 2 rows of both location, and then I will correct the 2 columns of the boat. So the distance between 2 columns is 80, that you can see in this drawing. So that's why I added the value 80. Although I finished the both location, in this preview we can see the black cycles go beyond above the steam member. That's why I have to recheck to the black side. So I go to the black one. Because I choose the distance from the center. That's why I correct the projection top. That's why number 4 is added now, and then I added the value 0. Because top of the plane and the first row distance 50, I already added. That's why the total projection will be the 0. So let's make a check in the project. I normally measure the distance with a DD line. That's why I draw a DD line to make the right ways of distance measure. So from the top of the plate and the first row center of the boat is 50, and the first row and the second row center will be a 70 degrees correct. So after finish first row and the second row, I have to make adjustment for the third row and the fourth row. So the first and second 90, second and fourth would be 100. Okay, I will add the edit mode again. So I added the one level of row. That's why I added value 1 in the group 2. So distance is measured from the previous board. That's why second row and the third row, let's make a check 90. So I added the value 90. If I tick off the previous board, all the board goes up to the top. Let's make it clear in the sketch. So if I tick off the previous board, distance will be measured from the top of the board to the second, from top of the board to the third. So the distance would be first and second distance 70 is here, and the first and third distance 90 is here. This because I will take off the previous board. To make it measure correct, I will turn on previous board. So let's make it clear. If I turn on the previous board, the distance will be measured first row and the second row, and the second row and the third row. This another way we can choose anyway like that. So another, I have to add the fourth row of board. The second, third row and the fourth row distance will be the 100. That's why I will add the value 100. Okay, I think I will finish all the board location and the flag. That's why let's make it check in the project. All the section lines are turned off. That's why I will go to the visibility graphic to turn on all the section line. I will make a section line because I want to view in front of the front view. So that's why I'm making a section line and make a measure the distance. Let's make a check the location of the steam member. So one notice is that all the steam members are visible in the file mode. I will take off all the crop view, and then I will change the file mode. The obstruct things such as the section line I will hide manually. So I will measure the distance 350 and the width 170. I'm gonna measure the center to center both location, so I will change to the wire mode. All and random things I will hide manually. Again, I measure the distance from center to center both location. So let's make a check. 50, 70, 90, 100, and the correct distance would be the 100. But the dimension lie exposed out of the board, that's why I will change it to the center of the board. So the distance change to 100 and the 40 is correct. So another step, I have to add the manual stiff blade called Stiffner between these two members. First up, I will draw the wall plane, because in order to make a sketch, we have to choose a wall plane. That's why I added the wall plane by giving a name. So I will click on the stiff blade and appear above, and then I will choose a wall plane. That is, I firstly draw in the section line, and then I choose a wall plane. I will sketch the stiffener. So after finish a stiffener, I can copy on the other side. This is the manual way. If I complete all the stiffener in the required location, we can copy to the other location like this. I think it will take a few time. If we have a many location to copy, we have to copy this location. If we need to add this stiffener to the previous connection, we can add it. This is called a customized connection. I will show how to make a customized connection in the next video. Some of the connection we can easily make it according to our requirement. So that's why we have to move to the to coordinate the customized connection. So this video, I will show how to make a connection, how to make a manual stiffener. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your watching. Bye bye.